Good day, grade 7 students. This is Miss Michelle Joy and welcome to our online learning studies. This is our subject Social Studies and we are now in our week 1 for our online learning class. Please do not forget to watch our video from the start to the end because at the last part of the video, I have given you an activity to answer. I have given you an instruction how are you going to answer the given activity so that your answers will be graded. Thank you so much and good luck. So good day everyone. Our subject is social studies and the topics that we have for our online learning week 1 are the following. Number 1, photographs used in geography, and the second one is about time zones. These are the words that we will be encountering in our next slide. You can always follow after me so you can practice your reading skills. Letter A, photograph. Letter B, landscape. Letter C, aerial. Letter D, satellite. Letter E, ground level. Letter F, time zone. Letter G, synchronize. Letter H, measure. Letter I, mean time. And letter J, prime meridian. So class, our first topic for our online learning week 1 is about photographs used in geography. So before we study the 3 main types of photographs, let us know the meaning of the word picture or photo. So picture is worth 1,000 words. You can get a lot of information from an image. Images are very useful in studying geography. So class, photos may be used to illustrate almost any aspect of geography. You need to be able to identify, describe, or to interpret the geographical processes that can be seen in a photo. You may be asked to identify or comment on what you can see or to compare the information from a photo with that from a graph or a map. So interpreting photos is about asking questions. So it is very important to know what type of photograph we have. So let's proceed to the 3 main types of photographs used by geographers. So number 1 class is landscape photographs. What are landscape photographs? These are photographs that are taken at ground level and show great detail in the picture. So there is no clear definition of what landscape photography is, but most photographers will agree that it is an outdoor image without any humans or animals in the photo as one that you can see in the monitor. If there are any living creatures in a landscape photo, they are not the focus but intentionally included to show a sense of scale to the image. So the most extreme definition of landscape photography is it is a photo made outside the city or showing an open scene where there is no influence by humans, meaning no people or constructions made by people are in the image. So the one that you see in the monitor class, we only have the picture of the nature, no human beings and no animals. So this is what a landscape photograph is. So class, let's go to the second main type of photograph, which is an aerial photograph. What is aerial photograph? So these photographs are taken from the great height above the ground. They show a bigger area of land than a landscape photograph but less detail. So class, basically an aerial photograph in broad terms means any photograph taken from the air. Normally, air photos are taken vertically from an aircraft using a highly accurate camera. So aerial photography is the taking of photographs from above with a camera mounted or handheld on an aircraft, helicopter, balloon, rocket, kite, skydiver, or similar vehicle. So let's go to the third type of photograph, which is satellite image. So what is satellite image? So these are photographs or images taken from the satellite in space. They show a large area of the Earth's surface but less detail. So satellite images are one of the most powerful and important tools used by the meteorologists. They are essentially the eyes in the sky. These images reassure forecasters to the behavior of the atmosphere as they give a clear, concise, and accurate representation of how events are unfolding. So class, these three main types of photographs are very important in studying the physical features of the Earth. So class, let us go and proceed to the second part of this week's topic, which is about time zone. We can divide the Earth into 24 imaginary zones that correspond to an hour of the Earth's rotation. These are called time zones, and we can use them to measure time. So if each time zone were 1 hour apart, as you can see there in the imaginary line, there would be 24 in the world. So 12 hours in the Western time, which is behind the eastern part, and 12 hours for the eastern part, which is ahead of time than the western part. However, the actual borders on the time zone map have been drawn to match up with both internal and internal borders and rarely match up exactly with the 15-degree longitudes. So class, always remember that the eastern part of the Earth is ahead of time than the western part of the Earth, because the eastern part of the Earth is where the sun rises. That's why Japan is called as the land of the rising sun. So where is Japan located? It is in the eastern part of the Earth. So that is how time zone explains. Why do we have different time zones? Because we have different watches? No. Our Earth rotates on its own axis. Due to this rotation, different parts of the Earth receive different amount of sunlight, thus causing morning, noon, evening, and night. Now, if we had one time zone, then 12 p.m. would be noon at some places, but it would be night or evening at other places, which would be inconvenient. Hence, scientists made different time zones according to the Earth's rotation with respect to the sun. But how? The Earth makes one full 360 degrees rotation in 24 hours. This means in 1 hour, the Earth moves by 15 degrees. Using this information, scientists divided the planet into 24 sections or time zones. Each section or region was about 15 degrees wide and had a specific standard time. This helped us know the proper time of the day in that part of the Earth. Class, have you heard about the country Republic of Kiribati? Now, this is the time for you to know about the significance of this country. So, the Republic of Kiribati is the first country to see the sun in a new day. It's the easternmost country in the world. So, class, it is not Japan, but it is the Republic of Kiribati that first see the sunshine. So, the islands that are part of Kiribati are the world's farthest forward time zone. The time of the day is the same as in the U.S. state of Hawaii, but the date is 1 day ahead. The time is 26 hours ahead of some other islands in Oceania, such as Baker Island. That's why, class, Kiribati's time zone is one of the most confusing time zone in the world. And not only that, class, there are 3 time zones in this country. Imagine only one country with 3 different time zones. Yes, it's the fun fact about this country. So Kiribati has 3 time zones. The time zone for the capital, Tarawa, is used in here. Next topic is about prime meridian. Class, what is prime meridian? So prime meridian is drawn through a town called Greenwich in London in the UK. Time measured at that point is called Greenwich Mean Time or GMT. This is where the world time zones start from. Anything to the right or east of Greenwich is ahead in time, and anything to the left or west of Greenwich is behind time. So we have here in the monitor a picture where it shows the prime meridian from the center of the earth down from the North Pole to the South Pole. So the imaginary line between North Pole and South Pole is the equator. Now let's continue. Prime meridian. Each line is equal to 1 hour. Time in each time zone is about 1 hour different. Time in the map is about 7 hours faster than in the UK because Thailand is 7 time zones to the east of the UK. When we measure from east to west around the world, these lines are called lines of longitude. So class, prime meridian is basically a planet's meridian adopted as the zero of longitude. It is the Earth's zero of longitude which by convention passes through Greenwich, England. So class, this is the world standard time zone. But first, what do you mean by standard time zone? So standard time zone is the local time in a country or region when daylight saving time or DST is not in use. So class, in here you can also see where is the GMT, which is the 0 degree, this one, which is in the UK or United Kingdom. So from the western part of the earth is 1 a.m. to 12 noon, and the eastern part of the earth is 12:01 to 11:59 p.m. Yes, class, the eastern part of the earth is ahead in time than the western part of the world. So class, I will give you a lesson wrap-ups about the topics we have discussed in this lesson. So we have studied about the meaning of picture or a photograph or an image. We have discussed the 3 main types of photographs, which are the landscape photographs, aerial photographs, and the satellite photographs. We also studied about the time zones, and the last one is prime meridian. Now, it's time for me to give you an activity. So class, this is your activity. Answer the following questions. You can send your answers to me on our Google Classroom account privately. Please remember, do not type your answers in the comment section because I do not like students copying answers from their friends. Please, let us not do that. So the first question, what is a picture? Second question, what are the 3 main types of photographs? Third question, what is a landscape photograph? Fourth question, what is an aerial photograph? Fifth question, what is a satellite image? And the last question, what is a time zone? Class, you can write your answers in a document file and send it back to me so I can give you a grade, or if you want, you can just type the questions and write your answers and send it back to me. Anything, you can do it on your own, anything that you are convenient in doing so. I just don't want you to type in the comment section because even if you get the correct answers, if you type your answers in the comment section, I will not give a grade for your answers. So please send it to me privately. Thank you very much. Good luck. So class, that's the end of our topic for our week 1 online learning studies. Thank you very much for watching our videos. Thank you very much for answering our questions. And I hope you guys stay safe, and I really hope to see you soon. Bye everyone!